Hello, and welcome to 12-Minute Meditation, a weekly podcast from mindful.org that offers mindfulness meditations backed by neuroscience. If you've been practicing, you know that 12 minutes of meditation a day can yield benefits like increased attention, focus, creativity, calm, resilience, and compassion. The latest scientific research supports this knowledge. So, on this podcast, we invite you to do your 12-minute practice with guided meditations from today's leading mindfulness experts. There's a new practice each week and a new way to experience some of those benefits day to day. I'm Chelsea Arsenal, host of 12-Minute Meditation at mindful.org. And this week, Christopher Willard and Olivia Weisser bring us a meditation inspired by the Japanese concept of ma, which refers to the spaces between everything. The space invites us to take the opportunity to explore the empty spaces that exist all around us and inside us. For instance, we might think of the space between the plants in the garden or between the notes in a song, but it can also be emotional space, like the silences in a conversation, or the little gaps between our thoughts and emotions. Often we don't even notice these empty spaces, but bringing our awareness to them can reveal new meaning and beauty. By exploring this space in between through this mindfulness practice, we also enhance our creativity, noticing skills, and awareness. We're thrilled to announce our upcoming Community Connection Meditation Series, taking place August 26th through the 30th. This live virtual event is designed to bring us together in the spirit of mindfulness, connection, and growth. That's 5 days of live group meditations with the mindful community, 30 minutes of daily practice and Q&A. It's pay what you can, and it's guidance from leading meditation teachers. Visit the show notes of this episode to learn more and reserve your spot. Christopher Willard is a psychologist and educational consultant based in Boston, specializing in mindfulness for adolescents and young adults. He has been practicing meditation for over 15 years and has published 5 books on contemplative practice and is also the co-author of several mindfulness books for children. He teaches at Harvard Medical School. Olivia Weisser is an assistant professor of history at the University of Massachusetts in Boston. She received a BA in history from the Wesleyan University and a PhD in the history of medicine from Johns Hopkins University. She is also the co-author of a mindfulness book for children, The Breathing Book, with Christopher Willard. You can subscribe to 12-Minute Meditation while you're on mindful.org or wherever you find your favorite podcast. And if you're moved to leave us a review, we'd be grateful, and so will other listeners. See, your review helps them to decide whether 12-minute meditation is for them. But for now, for you, here's Chris Willard.
In this mindful noticing practice, we can enhance our own creativity, noticing skills, and awareness by tuning into the spaces between. This practice is inspired by the Japanese notion of ma, the idea of examining that space that exists between everything, that's not actually empty but is full of potential. So I'll invite you now to find a comfortable posture. When you're ready, you can simply begin to lower your eyes or even close your eyes. And bringing awareness now into your breath. Watching, feeling the rise and fall of the inhale and the exhale. But tuning in also to the spaces between. What is the moment when the exhale finishes before it turns into the inhale? Or the inhale turns into the exhale. Allowing your awareness to rest in the stillness between your breaths. Tuning in a bit more deeply now to your heartbeat, your pulse. Seeing if you can find that in your body. Where the sensations or sounds of your heartbeat and the spaces between each heartbeat. Whether you're sitting or laying down, I invite you to notice now spaces where your body makes contact with the world, the seat behind or underneath you, where your skin makes contact with your clothing. Aware of these sensations and the spaces between. Scanning through your body, noticing sensations as you might in a body scan, deeper in your body. As well as the spaces between where you notice almost no sensation. Or between sensations, in space or in time. Shifting to your other senses now, just listening, noticing sounds around you, near or far, left or right. Noticing all the sounds and the sounds even within sounds. As well as the spaces, the silences between the sounds. Smells and tastes as you breathe, noticing where these land and the spaces between. Beginning to allow your eyes to open and aware of when they go from closed to open. Holding your eyes steady, just noticing what you see around you within your field of vision. Furniture or other objects in the space around you. The shapes of all the objects in your field of vision, as well as shapes and sizes of the spaces in between. Beyond the objects, noticing perhaps the walls, the corners where walls come together, rooms and the spaces between them, and noticing in your surroundings what perhaps you never noticed before, something new. Light and shadow. When does light become shadow? Colors and hues. When does one color become the next? Red into orange, yellow into green, light into shadow. Continue just to notice these and other spaces between and the physical space around you. As well as exploring and noticing in your own mind, in your own experience, the space between thoughts, emotions, memories in your mind. Resting there when you find it. Exploring what's happening, what could be happening, the potential in all of these spaces between. Continuing just to explore these for the next few moments. And as you continue with the rest of your day, as you let the formal part of this practice fade, continuing to stay attuned to spaces between inside and outside. The shapes between the clouds or the stars and the night sky. The lull between the waves of the ocean. Stillness between the raindrops. Space between you and other people. Physical and emotional. Between a joke and a laugh, a question and an answer. Between waking and opening your eyes. Continuing to seek out, explore, and rest in all of these spaces between, and see if your perspective doesn't slowly begin to shift on the world around you and on the world inside of you.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of 12-Minute Meditation from mindful.org. I hope you enjoyed practicing with us today. We'll be back in 7 days with another meditation practice to enrich your journey. But in the meantime, stay connected by signing up for our free newsletter at mindful.org/sign-up for compelling insights and actionable ideas to enrich your everyday life. That's mindful.org/signup.